What is up, everybody? This is OLB, and I am here just to chat with you guys. This is kind of going to be a new kind of thing, a kind of rambling series. So we're just going to sit here and goof around. We're going to play Hollow Knight a little bit. You know, we've been playing it a lot on the Xbox One, but we're gonna fire it up here on Steam and go through it a little bit while we chat about the state of gaming and the state of everything else tech related. So let's talk about the iPhone XS and the XS Max. The new kind of controversy going on about it. For one, you've got the poor reception, whether it's cell or Wi-Fi. It's kind of due to the bands. I don't really know, but it kind of reminds you of the antenna gate from back when the iPhone 4 came out. Now you've got the blue screen, so when you turn your screen slightly while it's on, there's a blue screen. Kind of sucks. And now there's something else where if your iPhone is idle, it won't charge. It just sits there. So I'm not really for sure why that's happening, but I'm sure that the general majority of fanboys or what have you will say, hey, who gives a shit? It's an iPhone. We love it. Blah blah blah. Because that's generally how they are. Man, I am so used to the other version. So like I can't do anything. I'm used to being able to dash and double jump and everything, and now I'm just sitting here like mashing buttons that don't do anything. I don't have any charms. So I'm kind of powerless here. Yeah, I don't even have a freaking map. Ooh, that was close. That almost got me. I don't even have a freaking map to help me. Look at this. If the audio gets a little behind on my recording, I apologize. I hit my recording first for voice before I hit the actual. Oh shit, the game. I just fell down here. No worries. But anyway, so back to the iPhone. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of a crappy situation when you're kind of stuck with $1,000, dollar and up phone that's broken. I mean, technically, it's broken because what are they going to do? And there's a lot of YouTubers that are talking about it. They're saying like, hey, it's a software issue. No worries, it's just a software issue. Okay, well, hypothetically, there's been quite a few that say it's a hardware issue. Well, what happens if the latter is right, and it is a hardware issue? Then what? Then what do you do? What do you do? Oh, we're talking to this guy. I've already done all this, so I'm not trying to bore you guys with this. But yeah, so I mean, we got that. Now we've got the Note 9's out. That seems like a pretty great phone as of right now. I was tempted to do the upgrade on it, but I'm pretty happy with my S9 Plus. And then for my work phone, I have an iPhone 8 Plus. So I don't need to buy into the whole notch experience, and I really hope Samsung stays away from the notch. I think the notch is the stupidest thing on a cell phone that you could do, because you're not getting a full screen like you think you are. No matter what, you're still getting this ugly notch right up at the top of it. And what are you supposed to do? What are you going to do with that? So I don't want that. Plus, it screws up your full screen, and I know that some phones have it where oh shit, you can hide the notch, but who cares about that? My thing is, if you're going to put a notch on a phone, why give me the option to hide it? You know, you didn't give me the option on whether I wanted it or not. So now, what? I could just lose more screen real estate because of that. Here's the Conifer. Let's buy his map. Yes, thank God. Yay, we got a map. Hooray! Yay! Blah blah blah. Yes, I know what to do. So there we go. Now we're gonna make our way over, so that we can go fight the first kind of crappy boss. I guess technically it's not really the first boss, but you know, whatever. We're gonna get this money, and we lose half our money because we don't have our jewels to be able to like suck the money right back up. So we kind of screw ourselves there. Yeah, we ain't trying to tussle with that guy down in there. He sucks. So here's like a little steam bath kind of area where you can recharge, and then there's a bench, which is nice. This game's got like tons and tons of stuff. If you haven't checked out my review for it, make sure you do. Oh shit, it's a boss. I hate these guys. Hate these guys. They're not. It's not really even a boss. It's like a mid-boss. It's just a bunch of them you got to fight. They just think they're slick, you know. So let's see. Let's talk about other things. So, a lot of countries now are outlawing loot boxes, which is freaking awesome. I am not a supporter of loot boxes. I don't really care if it's in a free-to-play game or whatever. Loot boxes are stupid. I mean, let's just call it what they are. They're stupid because it's gambling, and it incentivizes kids to waste money on things that they don't even know whether they're going to have a chance to get or not. And then you've got FIFA 19 that came out, and they did a study on it, and I saw Jim Sterling's video on it, where the loot boxes, you only have a 1% chance of getting something good out of it. Well, if that doesn't sound rigged in favor of the publisher to get as much money as they can out of you, then I don't know what does. You know, I really don't. And if you actually support that stuff, then there's something wrong with you. Even if it's free to play in, you know, games like Warframe or Fortnite or whatever, don't do the loot boxes. Just make it straight up, hey, if you want these skins or you want these items, here you go. Buy them. Don't put them behind a paywall and then act like you're doing me a favor. Excuse me. You're not doing me a favor by having me spend $20 to try to earn or try to get these things. And then, you know, I open 10 loot boxes or whatever. This is the first boss. He's a dickhead. He's not bad. Oh, prick. Oh, yeah. Let's see here. We got him. Oh, nope, he got us. And now he's dead. Now he's going to kill his babies. Or her babies. I don't know why I said he, but her babies that are getting ready to bust up out this thing's guts. Been checking out quite a few of the new of the channels on YouTube on what other people were saying, and general consensus is, I mean, it's right. And you know who you got to thank for this? You got Activision and EA, because they are the ones that started this whole bullshit. We're gonna microtransaction the hell out of you kind of thing that they've done, especially with Call of Duty and what is it? Star Wars Battlefront 2. Yeah. Don't think Destiny gets a pass either, because it doesn't. The whole Tessa storefront is straight bullshit. The whole Destiny 2 thing with shaders actually being a consumable item, that's bullshit. I don't know what this guy's talking about. He's just talking. Whatever. Yeah. Get your ass back to the village. We ain't got time to wait on you, do we? I don't think we do. Now we open shortcuts. Boom, there we go. So, yeah, we beat that first boss pretty quick. Now we're just going to make our way back to the village. That's a tram station. Yo! Lots of platforming in this game. Super, super platformy heavy, and we'll run away. But yeah, I mean, the whole loot boxes, like I said, I'm a staunch proponent, against them. I don't believe in loot boxes. I've never been a fan of them, and I never will be a fan of them. I think that they're harmful to the industry. I think that it's just a bunch of BS that they say that they're not making enough money. You know what? You guys are the ones that set your budget on your games. We don't. I mean, that's pretty freaking obvious that we don't. They do. And when you're charging me $60 for a game that has loot boxes in it, it has freaking baked in DLC straight off the bat. I'm looking at you, freaking the new Dead or Alive coming out. Or not Dead or Alive, I'm sorry, Soul Calibur. You straight up take normal characters that are supposed to be in the game and you're putting them behind a paywall. I mean, you guys will see eventually this is going to lead to a collapse again in the industry. The same way the Atari and Nintendo, well, it happened before Atari or Nintendo, but well, Nintendo was around. They just hadn't released the NES and stuff. But, when Atari was flooding the market with a bunch of freaking crap and everything, and that caused everything to kind of collapse, well, you know what? You're looking at the same thing again here. I mean, eventually consumers are going to reach that breaking point where they're like, F this, I'm done. I'm not dealing with this anymore. And then that'll be the end of it. So, hey, we'll all have a bunch of games to play, but, I don't think it'll be a full-blown, there's no more games ever being made again, or for years. Sorry, I was yawning there. I'm getting a little tired. I've got work in the morning. But I think it'll eventually get to that point where, the industry resets itself. And I hope it does. I would be perfectly fine with that. Let's see, what else we got? So, we can talk about... Hang on a second, I gotta get this. Let's talk about some upcoming games that are coming out that we're all pretty pumped for. I know Red Dead Redemption 2 is going to be a huge one. I'm not sold on the freaking Call of Duty Black Ops 4. I'm really not. I'm not trying to be that guy, but I mean, I played the beta. There's no story. You got the Black Ops mode or whatever, the PUBG mode. I'm okay with that mode. It doesn't bother me, but I don't know if it's $60 is worth that. You know what I'm saying? So, damn it, we need some more money so we can buy this Compass. So we'll go grind out and get some money. I think it's interesting about this game is how when you're so much later in the game, how everything has changed in it. And I don't want to spoil things for people, but it gets hectic and crazy. God, I want to dash so bad. I just keep hitting my right trigger to freaking dash, because that's your dash button, and I can't even reach those guys. They just float away. Did I rescue a guy yet? No, I didn't. I don't think I did I? I don't believe I did. Kill him. Let's go check anyway. I don't think I rescued anybody yet already. I don't know. I've been talking to you peeps, and yeah. So anyway, Red Dead is going to be great. I'm not sold on Call of Duty. Then we've got Anthem coming out, and I think it's quote. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's. Isn't it like February 22nd is like just an ass load of games coming out at one time, to where it's like, yeah, who can afford all these games at once, or who, if you can afford them, who can afford or have time to, well, just fall, fuck it, we don't care. Who has the time to play all of them? That's my big thing. You may be able to afford them. Yeah, we can't do this part yet. Yeah, we're screwed. You got to have your the mantis claw to do that part, because you got to be able to grip the ledges. So we're basically just going back around, and then you can actually fight the second boss the first night. So he's nothing major. I mean, he's okay. I mean, it is what it is with him. It's a secret. There's plenty of like secret passages and stuff around here. Like there's one here. You can't get into it yet, but you know, they're there. Let's see if we can get any of these other ones. Go back up. Red Dead, I think, is the biggest game currently right now that I'm looking forward to. I'll be interested to see how they do the online. So I wasn't a huge fan of the online before. Not that it was anything wrong with it. What the freak there? I just got my butt smacked. Wasn't nothing wrong with it. I just when I finally got into it, a lot of my friends had already quit playing it, so I didn't really have anybody to play it with. Now, hopefully we're all getting this at the same time, and I'll be online. Make sure you add me. I'm more than likely buying it on my Xbox One X, just because it's Xbox X enhanced. So there's the little worm guy I was talking about. We can't get him until later when we get this little not the dash, the air dash. Then we can jump in. This guy, he's a prick. We're just trying to get $220 racked up so that we can buy a compass. That guy just trying to jump on us. That's his whole attack, is jumping. I don't. What else we got coming out? Oh, Battlefield 5. Not buying it. Don't really care for it. I like Battlefield. I'm a huge Battlefield fan. Loved Battlefield 1. I just am not buying this one because I know that I'm not gonna put any time into it. So I'm gonna save my $60 and just wait it out. Now, Forza Horizon 4 just came out the other day on Game Pass. So, well, no, it comes out Tuesday on Game Pass, but the Legendary Edition came out, and you can get that if you want. I haven't tried it yet. My friend's been playing it. He loves it, but it's more Forza Horizon. So I mean, if you don't like Forza, then you're probably not gonna like this one. So far, I'll give you guys an update on how the YouTube channel is doing. We're getting lots and lots of views, which is great. I freaking thank you guys so much. I love you guys for that. We're picking up subscribers slowly. I really wish it would go faster, but obviously, it is what it is. It'll take off when it wants to. I mean, I thought we hit it pretty big. A few months back, we had our Earthfall review, and I don't know, it's still going pretty good now, but we for me it was pretty big. We got almost 4,000 views on that thing, and I thought it would have been nice if that translated to subscribers, but it didn't. I picked up a few subscribers out of it, but not many so far. I mean, work, we're still doing good at work. I got promoted to the director of utilities, so I'm pretty much I'm staying busy, really busy actually. What else we got? What else? Just adding new contracts, man. I've been traveling a lot. I've been to Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, West Virginia, Maryland, Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey. All of those in the last few months. So it's been really busy, really good. But it's good, I've been kind of dabbling with upgrading my system even more. Picked up a new motherboard for my current rendering system, so we're gonna hopefully this week or something, maybe we'll take care of that, see how well that goes for us, because that'll be the first time I've ever swapped out motherboards and my chips and everything, and just completely gutted and rebuilt everything. So obviously I'll make a video on that, and we'll see how it goes. hopefully, you know, I'll get better with these rambling videos. I don't think that they're necessarily, you know, a one-off thing that I'm going to do. I like just talking. My friend told me, he said, hey man, just try talking every now and then. Just sit here, just talk about games, talk about what you like, what you don't like, and that's what I'm going to do. I mean, I'm just going to sit here and BS with you guys and just say, hey, here's where I stand with this, here's where I stand with this, and here's why. You know, like I said, we talked about the DLC and microtransactions. Well, I shouldn't lump DLC into that because I'm not against necessarily DLC. I'm against DLC that is not, you know, being built or whatever. I mean, when I say being built, I mean like it wasn't already on the disc or already in the game and they just decided to sell it to you. That's bullshit. DLC to me is something like this game Hollow Knight did. You know, they released the game, it sold, you know, really good. A lot of people were clamoring for more stuff from him, and they were like, hey, heck yeah, here you go. I was dumb. I just sat there and let that guy jump right on my face. But, you know, they did great with this, and there's several other games that are great. Really excited about the end of this month. There's a lot of the Final Fantasy games starting to come over to the Xbox One X, starting with World of Final Fantasy and eventually accumulating with Final Fantasy 12 next year. Played that through again on my PS4. Loved that game. It was great. Hey Square, if you're listening, dear God, how much do I have to pay you for just a re-release of Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy VI with trophies, achievements, whatever? I'll buy it. I'll buy it on every freaking system just because I have been waiting for this forever. But I'm pretty sure that you don't listen to anybody and you'd rather just sit here and spend all your fucking money on mobile games. I don't know why. It's not like anybody asked for mobile games. But, you know, it is what it is. We can fight this boss now, I guess. I don't really want to fight him because he's a dick. It takes forever. We're going to leave. We're going to leave. We would get an achievement for it, but we'll just leave. We'll head out of here, and we'll be wrapping this video up too, so that way I don't take up any more of your time. Like I said, sorry, you know, we're creeping up on 25 minutes here, and that's a long video. So on this guy here, no, don't touch me. Yeah, it's easy. And he does a butt flop, and then you just jump him. Another butt flop. Look, we'll sit here and keep packing him. We're not going to get anything off of him. We get like some decent money, which is cool, I guess. Can't remember. You get from the first night, I think you get the Vengeful Spirit that lets you shoot your fireball thingy, your Hadouken. There we go. Look, we killed him. Hooray. We got $45 from him, which sounds like a lot, but it's really not. This right here, you can go here later, and there's another secret in there. You'll have to have the crystal heart you can dash to there. But yeah, so we gave you guys an update on how my channel's doing, how I'm doing. Family's doing great. Kids are doing great. The wife's doing great. You know, a little perturbed, annoyed by me sometimes because of, you know, my sense of humor and things like that. But I'd say all in all, man, everything's going really good. So I don't have any complaints. Like I said, I wish the channel would grow a little bit. I wish I had time to really focus on my content more and like really pump it out and make it 10 times better. But you know, not all of us have that ability. Some of us actually have full-time jobs. Oh, look at that freaker. Take that. Some of us have full-time jobs, and my job, when I say full-time, I mean I work. I'm salary employee, so usually I'm working in between 40 to 80 hours a week, anywhere in there. And like I said, I listed a bunch of states a while ago. I'm constantly traveling, and I like it. Don't get me wrong. It gets, you know, it wears on you after a while, but not to the point where it's like, you know, I'm ready to give it all up. No. Plus, this thing here, this YouTube thing, I just do this for fun. It's not like I'm not making money off of it. I'm not making anything. I don't get anything out of it. So, you know, hence the reason I set up a Patreon. If anybody ever wants to donate to it, feel free to. I don't ask people to. I don't expect people to. If you ever feel like it, you can. If you don't want to, then I guess don't. I mean, that's obviously your call. I think we're gonna go and we're gonna end this video when I get back up here to the surface, and we're gonna, oh, freak you, buddy. We're gonna buy the ink pen, or the little quill, so that we can update our maps, because that's the only way in this game you can. After you purchase the map, you have to have the quill in order to update your map. So nah, not a huge deal, but we're almost back there. So yeah, I mean, so we're looking forward to Red Dead. Not sold on Call of Duty. Definitely not sold on Battlefield. Really am not sold on Anthem either. Fallout 76, I don't know about that one. My friends are all getting it. They're saying get it, but you know, it's a Bethesda game. So we all know how I feel about Bethesda games. I love them, but they are buggy as crap. So either way, let me know what you guys think, man. Let me know what you think of the rambling video, and then we'll get back at it later. Thanks a lot.